I need to work with scientists who can prove or validate that this is real. It aligns your mind channel. It raises your cellular vibration exactly to that alignment, and boom, you're there. Instant stillness, instant quiet, instant expansion. So that
Without
was, yeah.
Without a doubt, and that's so beautiful. And, there were so many different things that you showcased from people like my students able to perceive without their eyes, which I know you
Right.
also teach that skill. It's a different
Yes.
modality, and it's actually a different
Yes.
I think it's a different process in the energy body. The cool thing is that there are many roads to Zion. We're all going to go to Zion, but what way do we want to go? And I think for you and I both, we share in common that we're not the gurus that say you can't get there unless you do it my way. We're both Sherpas. We're like, okay, you need a tent? Here you go. North Face camping gear? Here you go. You need ropes? Here you go. Give you the tools. But I have a question for you. Just your opinion about these. Are these extrasensory abilities, are they innate to everyone? Or is it some people come in with certain, like I'm gifted at music naturally, but if you ask me to just do big math in my head, I'm not there. It's not my main skill. Do you think we come in with all of them at an equal amount of talent, or for our life, do we come in with certain ones that are stronger that we can unlock and that we have to cultivate them over time?
I think everybody comes in with the same potential,
Mm,
but some people are going to come in already with certain skills more developed for the purpose of developing them further and basically using them to help others develop them. So that's why, like, for example, I always thought, like, why did I have this experience at five? Like, why did I even remember it? Because a lot of people have experiences they don't even
sure.
remember. I mean,
Right.
I remember exactly what dress I was wearing. Like, I mean, so I understood that it was a lot bigger than that. It wasn't just about, me having, it's about understanding all this so that I can teach myself, so I can teach it, and so on and so forth. So, but the potential is the same. Everybody comes, we talked about, from the source, is
Right.
made from the same fabric. So everyone has the potential. Then, depending on your life purpose, some would be more awakened or easier, let's say,
Right.
But then to say, like, can you develop the math ability so you can calculate whatever? Yeah, probably. But if it's not what you're here to teach, like, why do that? Like, what's,
Exactly.
specialize in the thing that is organically has grown out of you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that is, because it's part of who you are.
Agreed. Absolutely. And I've been saying that for years. Yes, we all have the same innate potential. We're not all here to have the same experience or do the same things or teach the same people. So
Exactly.
why would we come with every single superpower unlocked? And it's just like, if we were all meant to be the same, we would all run as fast as Usain Bolt. We'd all lift weights like Eddie Hall, the strongest man in the world. We'd all have the understanding and the compassion of Gandhi, and but it's about contrast, right? So, thank you.
Yeah.
I love that opinion. And so, this is kind of well, for me, interesting.
But also,
Um,
like, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but, like, for example, the blindfold technique that you guys teach,
yeah,
and that I showcased in the film from multiple schools. Like, people would say, okay, so you can see with your eyes. Why are you, like, trying to see with a mask and try to, so you are using this methodology as a training. Basically, this is one of the tools that
mhm,
is allowing you to understand how to find your core, how to find your strength, how to focus, how to blah, blah, blah. So it's just a tool. So when you say, did everybody come in having, knowing how to do everything? No, but learning some of the other tools,
sure.
is very beneficial to bring you back to who you are, what you're here to teach. I just wanted
Mm.
to add that.
Oh, without a doubt, it's cross training. It's cross
Exactly.
if you're gonna be a great runner, you should also probably lift weights. Probably gonna help.
Exactly, and you're not gonna be a weightlifting
Yeah,
expert, but it's gonna help in making you a better runner or something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And so at this, especially right now in the 21st century, where the scientific method is the predominant one right now, why do you think it's important to scientifically validate spiritual concepts like consciousness and mind over matter? Why is that important right now?
Well, it's always been important, actually. But I feel like the more and more we are disillusioned, or the mainstream is disillusioned with reality. We're being told this is the way it is. And after a few years, no, it's not exactly this way, but this other way is possible. Like scientists keep coming up with things and then saying that's the ultimate excuse, explanation. And then it's not. Yes, but wait, how is it possible? And then sometimes the worst excuse that the mainstream scientists give is like consciousness doesn't exist or it doesn't count because it's only one guy. Like
Right.
one guy is able to read behind his back. It doesn't mean anything. I'm like, wait, no.
Oh, no.
One guy is, if the scientific laws of the universe are the only laws, then it
Right.
shouldn't be broken than ever. So if I'm able to do one thing once that breaks the scientific physical laws, then that's it. It means these laws can be broken. And it's not about also like breaking number. It's about that, just to validate that the science that we know now explains the physical phenomena, the Newtonian laws,
Mhm.
gravity and this and that, but it doesn't explain everything.
Of course.
So you cannot use physical laws to explain non-physical events.
That's right.
And so that's kind of where current science says what you see is what is, and everything else doesn't count. And so nowadays, we are more and more disillusioned with what people are telling us is. This is it. And we're like, no, it's not it.
Yeah.
Because you said that, but now the truth is coming out that it was different. So therefore, your truth or your perspective of reality is flawed. Do you see what I mean? So
Yes.
the truth about all aspect of life is coming out right and left in our face.
Mhm.
That makes the individual go back and say, wait, well, if he's wrong and he's wrong and he told me the wrong thing, then I need to find the truth for myself. And how do you do that? It's through your own experience and your own validation. So
I
that's why, yes, we are using the scientific method, but the scientific method is showing data about the interaction between consciousness and the physical body or the physical world. It's
Right.
not demonstrating what consciousness is, because consciousness is infinite. Consciousness is non physical. So you cannot measure invisibility, but you can measure the effect of something invisible on the visible. And that is
Exactly.
proof that consciousness exists. So that's kind of how, more and more we're able to do that. And the more and more people are waking up with not accepting reality from other people, they're more ready to listen. And so that's why more and more, I think we should be providing this data. We should be talking about, this sort of experiments and truth in this way.
Yeah. And I was going to ask you about skeptics, but you actually covered that. So I want to know, I really want to know how, listen, can you explain how your Omnium method helps to tap in? You talked about DNA, how to tap into cellular memory and have these profound healing and transformative experiences for people.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, when I realized that the ultimate point, so to speak, is the source frequency that is at the core of everything. Source frequency is basically the original frequency of how you were made, how you
Mm.
were created before being a human, like before, as a consciousness. And so when you think about it this way, then this physical body is simply an extension or a manifestation of that bigger you, that source you. And so when you look at it from this perspective, the Omnium method is saying, if I want to heal my liver, for example, I realize that the liver is an extension of my larger consciousness that created the body, created the organ with a set of frequencies. So it's all, and then it programmed it to function in this way. It's supposed to appear in this way, have this color, have this sort of vibration, rotate this way versus that way or whatever, and be called the liver. And it should be functioning ultimately, optimally between this frequency and that frequency and so on and so forth. It has a set of data, it's programming. So
Mhm.
what happened is that you come in with the liver with its own programming, the heart, the breathing, its own we didn't come in forcing breathing, we are breathing. You know what I mean? Like, so everything is already programmed naturally. We come in already naturally, divinely, spiritually, already orchestrated this way. But then as we grow up as children, what
Uh-huh.
happens? We see our parents fighting, we go to school, we get beat up, bullied, this and that. We create feelings of anxiety, abandonment, depression, whatever. And those feelings trigger new belief systems. Oh, my parents are divorcing. I'm not good enough. Therefore, they're divorcing. I don't count. I feel abandoned. My father's not here. I feel unloved. I'm not good enough. My friends are bullying me at school. So, all of these belief systems, all these thoughts are programs,
Right.
are programs. And so, Bruce Lipton does a great job showing how the biology of belief, all your beliefs, where do they go? Like when you are, it's your thoughts are a form of energy. So like if I think I'm not good enough, where is that energy going? Like where? In your cells.
Yeah.
So your liver that came in perfectly fine, vibrating at this frequency, happy and everything. But you keep telling it since you're the age of 3, you're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. I'm not good enough. Well, after a while, the liver's like, okay, I guess I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
And so you're inputting information and frequency in the liver that it didn't have. So you are basically reprogramming the liver, as an example. I keep going to
Mhm.
the liver.
Sure. It's gotta be
Everybody
something
needs
about
the
that
liver
either for
detox.
you or for me
Yeah.
and somebody watching.
Yeah. And so you are reprogramming your liver with your thoughts and feelings. And so the Omnium method is basically to identify which belief system is in each organ or what have you, and undoing what you're doing. So now, if you take a pill, you're adding more information to what, like, so you have the liver perfectly happy, then on top of it you're a bunch of belief systems, information bombarding it. You're not good enough, you're not good enough, you're a failure. And now you're adding pharmaceuticals, which is, letters, words we can barely pronounce. And like, okay, so what do you want me to function? So the Omnium method is based on identifying the stuff that you added, and the good news is that if you put it there, you can take it out. So I teach people, it's very empowering. You don't need somebody outside yourself to take it out, or sometimes you do, of course, you need that push. But the idea is to learn, that's the Omnium method, is to learn to discern which frequencies are clogging your system,
Mm.
which frequency is the root cause of your heart problem, your back problem, your knee problem, or what have you, and take those out. And the second you take it out, the liver's like, ah, thank you. Now I can go back to being myself.
Yeah.
And that's the healing.
I love
So it's deprogramming the programming and teaching. So I teach the Omnium method. That's what makes it's pretty methodical, because you have to learn how to discern and to know, how do you know you discern the correct way. So it's a lot of training, but then it's boom, 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 because you're going to the root cause of everything that's being created now.
That's amazing, and I am so blessed and honored to have you here. Caroline, for listeners and viewers who are inspired by your work, which is going to be all of them, how can they connect with you, access your teachings, and explore your films and the Omnium method?
Yeah, so for the Omnium method and my work on consciousness, they can go to carolinecory.com. It's going to take them to the main website, Omnium Universe. And then for the film, it's omniummedia.com.
Perfect. I will have
Yeah.
those in all of the descriptions down below. So everyone, I have to tell you, Caroline, when you came onto my radar and you actually reached out to me, I was like immediately, wow, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be big. Holy crap, somebody's finally doing this and actually putting these things under the lens of scientific scrutiny in order to whether I mean, good or bad, whether it's proven or not proven, at least somebody's actually doing it in a way that wants to get it out to millions of people, and you have. So on behalf of myself and everyone out there who has been walking this path of consciousness, some of whom not even believing what they're experiencing for themselves or not knowing anything about it, I want to say thank you to you for all of your hard work and your contribution to consciousness and to the entire human race. What you've done with Superhuman and now A Tear in the Sky, which I would love to have you back on for that conversation, because now we have all these drones and we're going to have full disclosure coming up very soon. I'm very confident of this, that what you're doing is you're really leading the way for what the future human can be. And I'm right there with you. I want to say thank you so much. Everybody out there, make sure that you like, subscribe, follow this channel and also Caroline's everywhere. And I'll have that all in the show notes and in the description down here. You'll be a better person for it. And it's my honor to have had you here. Is there any
Uh,
last word you'd like to leave the audience with?
yeah, actually, in Superhuman too, as well. I'm exploring, in addition to all of this, I'm exploring devices that facilitate this work. And this is one of the things that I have. Do you see this light?
I do.
So it's basically a white label. This company created, they have these different frequencies. So, for example, I created my own frequencies, which I've been doing in my work, the connecting to source meditation, chemistry, balance, higher guidance, all sorts of different types of frequencies. And basically, they're being transferred into your being, the light, red
Oh,
light. So I'm very excited about this because it's for people to maintain that energy without having, like, you're not going to do a meditation 24/7. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited. Just like you do a meditation and you hear the frequency through the audio recording, here you're basically getting it through light. So I'm super excited about this. And this people can find on superhumanwatch.com.
fantastic, everybody. Superhumanwatch.com. I want to get one. I'm looking forward to it. And for everybody out there, thank you so much for tuning in to once again another like this is just a mind-blowing episode of Pure Minds, Pure Energy, Enlightenment Sessions with Nate and PMC. Once again, to the amazing Caroline Cory, thank you so much for being here. And to everyone else out there, have an amazing now on purpose. We'll see you next time. Hey, my friends, what an incredible journey we've shared today. If you felt even a spark of inspiration or power, don't let it stop here. Take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this with someone who needs it. Seriously, think of just one person who could benefit from what you've experienced today, because together we're building something so much bigger than ourselves. This is more than a show, it's a movement. A space where leaders, visionaries, and seekers like you come to transform, elevate, and align. So don't just follow, become a part of the community. Subscribe to the PMC YouTube channel and follow the I Am Integrated Ascension method everywhere you can. And let's create something extraordinary together. I'm truly excited to share with you your next step to transformation. So head over to iampure.energy and sign up for my free Perfect Breath class. You'll unlock the secret to mastering your breath, your energy, and ultimately your life. And for those who are ready to go deeper, our masterclass and weekly sessions are waiting to take you to that next level. Make sure that you're here next week because, as always, I'll be sitting down with another world-changing guest, someone who will blow your mind and give you tools to rise even higher. And don't come alone. Invite your friends, your team, or anyone who is ready to grow. And let's expand this circle of impact one breath at a time. Until then, remember, your potential is limitless, your power is real, and it all begins with a single breath. Together, we're creating the future. I'll see you next time, my friend. Together we rise. See you soon.